자기소개 한번 부탁드립니다.
안녕하세요. 저는 프랑스에서 온 교환학생 캔디스라고 합니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 저는 이탈리아에서 온 나탈리아입니다.
캔디스 씨하고 나탈리아 씨는 유럽에서 오셨는데 혹시 굴을 드셔보셨어요?
프랑스에서, 네, 한국에서 아직 먹어본 적 없어요.
혹시 그러면 굴을 프랑스에서는 어떻게 드세요?
그냥 크리스마스 때 보통 먹고 eat it with usually like lemon and just eat it like this with the
shell?
Right, the shell.
Oh, yeah, we do the same
Yeah.
way.
So you kind of slurp it with the shell and okay. Is that how you eat in Italy too?
It's the same with the shell, and we put lemon or squeeze lemon in it, and then we just slurp it.
I've seen on a show, and it was an Italian person. He said the oyster 굴 is very expensive in Italy.
It is. It is.
So
Yeah.
how expensive is it?
I don't know exactly how expensive it is, but usually you eat it together with champagne, and champagne is pretty expensive. So it's just for, I don't know, special occasions or celebrate something, or if you want to make like a luxury dinner, it's a bit expensive.
식당에서 먹으면 아마 30유로? 4만 원? 그 정도?
근데 한국에서는 굴이 굉장히 싸요. 사이드 디쉬로 나오는 경우도 많고 공짜로 주는 경우가 많아요. 그러니까 굴보쌈은 뭐 공짜로 나온 건 아니지만 어쨌든 이렇게 그냥 뭉텅이로 해가지고 이런 식으로 파는 경우가 많습니다. 굴보쌈은 처음 드셔보셨다고 하는데 한번 같이 드셔보시죠.
감사합니다.
그럼 제가 좀 알려드릴게요. 어떻게 먹을지. 일단 그 고기를 한 점 집으세요. 그래서 고기를 한 점 집으시고
네. 잘.
김치를 한 점 이렇게 집으시고 이것도 한 2점? 2~3점? 네. 그리고 이제 하이라이트인 굴을 하나 집으시면 됩니다.
So you mix 고기 and 굴.
It would be so weird in Italy.
큰 굴을 이제 하나의 통째로 고기 위에 이렇게 올리시면 됩니다.
와.
맛있을지 잘 모르겠죠. 그럼 이대로 이렇게 이제 드시면 돼요.
오케이.
참 이상해요.
맞아.
그 고기랑 fish is kind of weird in Italy. 근데 나쁘지 않아요.
약간 좀 낯선 조합.
So weird, but it's good.
너무 생소해서 맛이 좀 그러면 같이 안 먹어도 돼. 그냥 고기만 먹어도 되고 아니면 굴만 먹어도 되고. 그래도 이제 한국에 왔으면 좀 다양한 맛을 한번 체험을 해보는 게 좋으니까.
And I've always eaten it with lemon, so it's my first time eating it without lemon.
Right.
It does have that distinct taste.
Yeah.
그래서 you usually eat it with lemon or like hot sauce or
Like in Italy, usually when you go to like sea places, so they serve it in like shells and lemon, and it moves because it's already like it's still alive. So it has like a really fresh taste. It's my first time eating it like this, but it's not bad.
초장.
매워요?
조금 매운데 it's like a very sweet 고추장 sauce. 굴을 생으로 먹을 때는 한국 사람들은 보통 초장을 찍어 먹어요. 그래서 이렇게 그냥 초장에 하고
맛있겠다.
그러니까. 어때?
오, 맛있는데요?
한국 사람들 중에서도 오이스터를 잘 못 먹는 사람들이 많아요.
진짜요?
왜냐면 호불호가 좀 갈리는 음식이니까. 근데 계속 그렇게 먹네요, 그래도. 그렇게 안 먹어도 되는데.
But I think the best combination is with gogi and oysters. It's the best.
I prefer this like this.
Like this?
이 소스 그냥 줄게.
같이 해가지고 보쌈을 해먹는 게 더 맛있어요.
It's much better with this because I'm really big in like mixing sweet and savory. I love the sweetness in this.
Okay, I took one of these. I thought it was kimchi, but it's like good. Could that be? It's fire?
Don't they
Like
put like
pear?
pear?
Pear.
Yeah, probably. There's probably pear in it.
I tested. So, like, I thought it was kimchi. So like, why is it so sweet?
I feel like this geok is really like,
아저씨.
It's full of
I
others.
didn't want to say it out loud, but
Yes.
이것도 약간 아저씨 음식이야.
But have you ever eaten Italian food?
Of course, I love Italian food.
Real Italian food?
like really
I really love pizza.
Okay. Okay.
I love both New York style pizza and Napolitan style. 그리고 I often eat pasta at home. I try to go by the original recipe.
Okay, great. Then it's kind of okay. Because there's this thing that like around the world people think that cream pasta is a thing in Italy. We don't have cream pasta like at all.
cream pasta.
Cream pasta.
They usually call it carbonara.
Yeah, but it's like when I see carbonara that way, like
I agree. Really prefer the one with just the yolk.
yeah, it's just yolk. Yeah.
Really prefer that.
Like I judge an Italian restaurant based on the way they cook carbonara. Like if they cook it like the original way, then it's a good Italian restaurant. I think it's okay to do it that way because maybe like Korean people like it better that way.
It's not even a Korean thing. It's like that in France as well.
Yeah, it's whatever. Like wherever.
What do you think of ice americano?
I hate it. I hate it completely.
I only drink ice americano.
For me, it's completely out of the world because we just drink espresso like this and we drink it hot. So like have it like this and ice is just so weird.
Okay.
And it tastes like water. Like I don't,
That's what I don't like about it. Like
it's like dirty water.
it's right,
Pretty well.
right.
literally. 맛있어요.
맛있어?
네. 감자탕.
I heard that in Korea 식사할 때 이렇게 그릇 들지 않고 이렇게 먹어요. 그 예절
맞아.
있죠. 네. 근데 이렇게 먹으면 좀 힘들어.
힘들어.
우리나라에서는 그렇게 들고 먹는 게 많이 안 그런 게 a lot of Korean cooking utensils and plates and dishes, or at least it used to be metal. And if you put hot stuff in the metal, then it's very hot. Like you can't really grab onto it and eat it. So I think that's probably one of the reasons why you don't really hold on to the dish while you eat, like Japan. When in comparison, Japanese utensils, dishes, they're all made of wood. So it's not as hot.
And there's this habit that you Koreans have, slurp, like soups.
Slurp the noodle.
Yeah.
Like a big debate about that in Korea. I'm one of those people who don't prefer the slurping, but I think it's just different from person to person. It's their preference, so I don't like go out of my way to say like that's wrong.
In France, it's the same. Like it's either people just eat it loudly or they don't. But like it's usually
Not well seen.
but yeah.
Funny story behind this. So like many years ago, mukbang started to like kind of bloom.
Yeah.
There are many mukbang channels and all the TV shows were doing mukbangs. So one of the things they would do in those mukbangs, they slurp the noodle really loudly. They called it like 면치기. The mukbang shows that was on TV, a celebrity who's very famous in Korea saw that slurping noodle. He was like very surprised by it. He was like shocked by it, kind of. So since then, after seeing that reaction, a lot of Koreans stopped doing slurping the noodle.
Quite funny.
Does that bother you? Slurping the noodle?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have
Totally.
sensory issues. Like this morning, I was at the 편의점 eating my churkimbap, and there was that guy next to me. This big cup of noodle is like. But
I understand why for Europeans, especially for Italians, because I heard that pork became popular in Italy, from Italy. You know, using pork, especially when you eat pasta, is very popular, like eating noodles. You always eat with pork.
Like roll pasta. Yeah, because there's this thing in Italy, you have to have good manner when you eat. You shouldn't eat like this, like elbows on the table,
like this.
like this. And also the thing that you don't have to make noises and like your mouth has to be closed when you eat. So like I remember when I was a child, my parents used to tell me like eat with your mouth closed, like people gonna have to see what you're chewing.
Yeah.
So I think we're kind of like used to this habit, and we see like people having other kind of habits. We're a bit like weirded out, but it's different. Like Munha Thai, so like you should accept Munha Thai.
But I do think there are like distinct differences between the European or like the Western world and the Eastern world in their eating habit. In the Eastern world, they didn't want to introduce something that is violent to the table.
Okay. Okay. And you still don't use knife. Like I never see knife in like on the table.
That's a very Western thing to use fork and knife. Because in the Eastern world, or it used to be, considered very violent to bring those sharp utensils into the table.
I remember like when I first came here like last year, and I was with my host family, and there was big chon, like kimchi chon, and I was like, I didn't have a fork, didn't have a knife. I was like, how am I supposed to cut it? And they're like, it just with your chopsticks. I was like, what?
Yeah,
it's just good.
Oh.
Yeah, it was weird for me at first. Now I kind of get it.
And it's also because when you eat with chopsticks, you can't eat like big portions like all at once. So you like take more time to eat, and so you take more time to eat, and it's better for your digestion overall.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because like if you eat like with a spoon or with like a fork, you just like you take bigger portions. So if I do like with just this, I can just pick like this, and that's fine, and I eat it like this.
It kind of, just my opinion, but I think it just shows like the difference in philosophy between the Western world and the Eastern world.
Yeah.
Where the Western world, I think it prefers like efficiency. So fork is a very just stab it and then eat it.
and eat it.
But in the Eastern world, they do it with delicacy or like with more consideration.
I also heard in class, our 교수님 told us that during 조선시대, they introduced like the 밥그릇 because like Korean people would eat too much rice. To make like a portion for one person, they introduced the 밥그릇.
근데 원래 그 한국 사람들이 옛날 역사 기록들을 보면 밥을 엄청 많이 먹었어. 진짜 이렇게 쌓아놓고 먹었어.
Yeah.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah. There's this thing. I went to Cambodia like in 2020. Our guide told us that like in Cambodia they eat a lot of rice, and that's why like higher chance to get diagnosed with diabetes, because like rice like contains a lot of like sugar in it. Yeah.
Wow.
Right. So actually, a lot of Koreans know that white rice, just plain white rice, is kind of bad for you. So that's why a lot of them mix like beans and.
I wouldn't have thought of that because even in Vietnam, like I went there and I heard Vietnam is like the world's healthiest like country because they don't like exporting products from like Europe or such that are high in calories, like really fresh and natural products. So that's why it's really that many like obesity cases there.
So another interesting point about Southeast Asia, my girlfriend majors in Thai, and one of the things that professor said, Thai people don't say like bon appetit, like they don't have a word for that, or they don't have phrase for that, like 잘 먹겠습니다 이런 게 없어, because they always have plenty to eat. Southeast Asia, if you think about it, they're rich with fruit, and you don't really have to work with food at all.
That's interesting. That's really interesting.
I heard that it's one of the reasons why in a lot of like warm climate countries, even in like Spain, but they're more chill and easygoing.
It's like the southern part of Europe. It's like Spain and Italy and Greece too. And Greece. Like the olive oil part of
Olive oil?
Yeah, olive oil. Yeah, we're kind of like more like laid back.
Do you not say bon appetit at the like?
No, we
like,
do. Yeah, we say bon appetito.
Right.
Yeah, we take our time for everything.
French people aren't like that.
Yeah.
And plus, if you live in the warm climates, you can't work as hard as in like cool countries because it's just so hot during the day, right? 그래서 그거는 이유도 있을 거야.
That's why I don't want to live in Paris for like my whole life. Like honestly, I don't get it. Like I don't get why tourists love Paris so much. I get it. Like it's really beautiful and it's a really romantic place. People there if you don't walk fast or
Yeah.
if you don't do things quickly, they'll get annoyed at you. We have a reputation of being really annoyed all the time. Annoyed at people.
I think you can wrap it up by saying just what you thought of the experience and all of that. 굴보쌈을 먹어서 어땠는지.
생각보다 너 좋아했어. It was weird at first mixing meat
Right.
and fish. I don't have a habit to do that, but it was like a really good experience. So I recommend it.
그치. 처음에는 굴 맛은 좀 별로였는데 이 고추장 like 이 소스
초장.
고추장 같이 먹으면 생각보다 많이 맛있어.
그러면 다른 것도 나중에 또 기회가 되면 좀 이렇게 시도를 해볼 수 있도록 자리를 마련하겠습니다. 네, 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.